From the combined crew of blindandroidusers.com and accessibleandroid.com, it's time for your favorite Android podcast. Kick back now and enjoy another fine episode from these fanboys and gals as they navigate Android from a blindness perspective. And now, here's your crew. Hello and welcome to the Blind Android Users Podcast. This is our second episode for the month of October. Thus, we're recording today, October 11th, 2025, and this is episode 253. I'm Warren Carr here alongside with my co-host. We've got
John Dyer from Virginia.
Karin Kiwan from Lebanon.
And Salih Kunduz from Turkey.
Coming up in this episode, we have the following lineup. Announcements. That's followed by the Android Basics, where we talk about what's new with the security patch for October from Google. And in our spotlight, we talk about the Pixel Watch 4. And to close today's episode, we show you how you can use your GBoard in scanning some quick text. That's what we've got coming up in this episode. For our world check being, though, let's start though with the girl that went out on a date, didn't even bother to let us know where she was going. Karin, girl, what's going on with you? You are back. Yeah.
I like your imagination, so I will not comment.
Sally rescued me here. She went out on a date, and now I am imagining.
Well, dates, they don't talk about it until something's clear over there. So let's wait and see what she's coming with.
Wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep waiting, and let's go back to the podcast. I'm doing well. Everything's going well here. I received One UI 8 finally on my device, and so far
beautiful.
it's good. Yeah, actually, they were good this time, and it's good so far. I'm not facing real
Have you
issues.
tried making a phone call yet with a Bluetooth earbuds?
Not yet. What should I expect?
You should expect.
Well, I do it every day.
And it works for you?
Yeah, like what's the issue that you're facing now?
Oh my gosh. I can't hear talkback at all.
You can't hear talkback?
Of course, if you use Kareem, you use Distro though, and do you use media volume or accessibility volume?
No, accessibility volume, of course. Except when I call Gemini.
Yeah, on talkback, I was using talkback for some time and I didn't have any issues there too.
Yeah, I can't hear talkback at all during phone calls.
Do you
That's
mean
really strange,
all
John.
calls?
Yeah. And
The regular
with
calls,
my-
like the WhatsApps and all the
just a
telegrams.
regular phone call. Like
So
with-
you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna try it. So there's this free phone service in the US. Anything free, there's always something in there. So in the event that anyone wants to be able to get a free phone service, Helium Zero has this phone service. So I have that running on my Galaxy S23 Plus like earlier this week. And so I'll try to make a phone call with a Bluetooth. John, when we're done, I'm going to call you on it. And we'll see if I could hear it or not. But that's really odd.
Yeah, I'd say like 90% of the time I don't get any speech, and then sometimes I do get it, but then it doesn't last for the the whole phone call. Like I called somebody this past week, and it was like a business, and I was able to use TalkBack to like interact with the numbers. But then when they needed information from me later, I went to look it up in my phone.
couldn't
and I
hear
couldn't
anything.
hear anything. Yeah, so it had
Right.
stopped. So, but no, I'd say like at least 90% of the time, there's just absolutely no speech. Like if you call a number with an automated system, you can't even interact with the system. And that's with my Pixel Buds or my Galaxy Buds. And I even tried, just for the heck of it, a Bluetooth speaker that supports like speakerphone. I connected that and tried it, and same thing. I couldn't hear TalkBack.
There's
Wow.
always something with these updates. They break something. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, so Karin, go on. Besides going out on a date, then you got the One UI 8, and that's on your A56, right? You got an A56. isn't it?
A55.
A55, okay. What else is going on in Lebanon? Of course, I know winter is upon us, or not winter yet, fall is upon us. Any nice, cool temperatures out there?
Yeah, actually, and we had a little bit of rain last week, so it's cool here and it's nice. It's the fall thing actually, so it's really the fall weather, which is good.
Nice. Sally boy, you are hiding next door to her, and you are unfortunately unable to see who it was you went out on a date with. But
Yeah,
other than that,
unfortunately,
how about you?
I cannot report a lot of things what happened there, but I can tell you that today in here, I'm just back from a basketball game, and you missed a lot. There were really pretty ones out here.
Love it. Now that's my boy.
Yeah. So it's like 14 degrees, or let's say 57 F over here. It's kind of cloudy, but it's really great weather to go out unless you're not too late. But this week's been really busy for me. I didn't even realize how a week come to the end. So I'm relieved that we are here again recording this episode for you guys. Sit back and enjoy.
John boy, what's going on in Virginia Beach? Yeah, no, you're not in Virginia Beach. No. Where are you at, John?
Close enough. I'm in Chesapeake. It's right
There
next
you
to
go.
the beach, yeah. So it was a pretty typical week, cooling down. It's been a very quiet, let's say about 18 hours, because the kiddo spent the night with his grandparents last night. So very quiet here last night and this morning, just me here hanging out.
Well, it will seem like it's not normal, with him not there. It's like when my people get away or go someplace and I'm all by myself, it just doesn't feel normal, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's weird because it used to be normal for me. Like I could go a very long time by myself and be very happy and find things to do. And now I'm like, what do I do with myself?
Exactly. And now, the announcement segment. This is a segment dedicated to things we want you to be in the know. And now for this week's episode, here's your announcements. Let's move on to the announcement segment. And of course, in our announcements, all we're talking about is to remind you of our upcoming open listener session that's coming up on the 25th of this month. That's the last Saturday of October. So a couple weeks from today will be our fourth and final open listener session for 2025. So make all preps to be with us. Bring some of those pretty ones like Sally would like to say and all that good stuff. We want to have a wonderful time. We're also going to be inviting some developers and see who would come. And so you have questions you want to talk to them about, make those things ready and be with us on October the 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Help me translate that into your local times. Of course, I always use the UK time as a reference point, which would be 5 p.m. local time in the UK. Sally, anything you want to add to this beautiful stuff besides bringing some pretty thing in?
So guys, it's only 2 weeks left to mark your calendar to be with us. We want to have a really big one for this one open listener session. So come along with no matter where you're coming from, we are here and we will be waiting for you guys. It will be like 5 p.m. UK, 7 p.m. on Eastern Europe, 6 p.m. in Central Europe, and it's going to be 9:30 in India. So be careful with the time.
Thank you so much for translating it into other time zones, Sally. And now, the Android Basics segment. This is a segment where we discuss the things that power your device from behind the scenes. And now, here's this week's episode, Android Basics. Let's now move on to the Android basics. And today we're talking about the security patch for October from Pixel phones or from Google for Pixel phones. And for some reason, this security patch excluded the Pixel 6 series. I think this happened back in June, and then Google pushed it out to them later on in August. But if you have anything other than Pixel 6 series, so from 7 up to the latest phones that we have from Google, we have the following. That's not too much, but here's what we got. First, we got the display graphics. 1, fixed screen flickering for sudden shutdown issues under certain conditions. 2, fixed for issue occasionally causing frozen or fuzzy display under certain conditions. The next one is the system, and we've got fixed for issue occasionally causing system instability under certain conditions. The next one is user interface, and we've got fixed for an issue where a semi-transparent background would persist after the camera was launched under certain conditions. 2, fix for issue where the flashlight status does not appear on the at-a-glance widget in certain conditions. 3, fix for system UI crashing when starting or stopping casting with the media output switcher in certain conditions. That's what we've got for the update for this security patch for the month of October from Google for the Pixel phones. And now the unboxing segment. This is the segment dedicated to the unboxings of phones, tablets, watches, or any hardware device having to do with Android. And now, here's this episode's unboxing. Let's move on now to the unboxing segment, and which is what we're spotlighting on, and we're talking about the Pixel Watch 4. And we'll be unboxing this, and thereafter we'll talk about it, and that's our main focus for this episode. Here's the unboxing of the Pixel Watch 4. Hi, Warren here for Blind Android Users Podcast. Welcome to the unboxing segment, and today though, I'll be unboxing the Watch 4, that is the Pixel Watch 4. I got the 45mm one, and of course I always get the LTE version. And so today I'm unboxing the Pixel Watch 4, the LTE model. Just got the box and let's get started. I usually don't like tearing the boxes. It takes too much time to tear it, but what else can I do? If I don't tear the box, then I wouldn't be getting what I'm after. So here I am. I'm going to try to open that box. Looks like the box that my Pixel 10 Pro XL came in. There we go. Let's see what we got. You know, I really don't care about the box stuff. There's a little paper in there. There's the box. Resembles the one from last year. I'm going to put this one on the floor. And now I'm going to take the top off. There we go. All right, and it's just like the Pixel box, Pixel phone box, and all that needs to happen is to slide it out. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. Just try to slide it out. There we go. And actually, you know what? It's like the one from last year. You got two parts. One pulls out on the other side, that has the watch, and the other one has the charger and all of that. So let's pull this one out, see what we have. This is the watch itself. Oh, that baby's nice and big. Wow, love it. Okay, let's see what we got on the other side. And this side has, we got the band, and that's in a little card box by itself. And I'm trying to see where the charger is. Is the charger not in here? Oops, I think I dropped something. All right, what I dropped is the band. I think the charger, though, may be with the watch. So I'm not seeing it in there. Let's see. Take the watch out. There we go. There's a little box beneath the watch that contains the charger. And let's see if I could do justice in describing what the charger looks like. All right. So the charger, unlike last year's charger, this year's charger is different. It's not that round thing, but it's more oval. I mean, the shape, and then it has like a little river, a little ditch in the middle. It's just like something you could just sit the watch in. So think of it like a nightstand, a pixel stand, something like that. And I believe I can feel a little something here, and I'm sure that's how you would sit it in to charge it. So I can feel like a little two antennas or little two pins or pogos, lacking the best way to describe it. Right there, one on the left and one on the right. I believe that's how you'll put it in to charge. Let me put it in and see. Yep, and it's magnetic. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. Always for the good stuff. Let's go, though, and see if we could turn it on. I'm going to turn it on. I hope it has enough power. I held down the crown for a few seconds, and it is coming on. And I'm waiting. So this is going to be more like just a quick unboxing, and then I'll go into the settings and all of that real quick, because usually there's nothing necessarily different between this and the other ones. It's the same UI. So if you're familiar with the other UIs that we've had in the past, there's absolutely nothing different. That's my take on it, because it's usually the same thing, just like what we have with the Pixel phones. There's nothing new with the UI and all of that. So I would not want to waste your time by trying to go through all of that, things that are so unnecessary. I will, however, be pairing it with my phone, and once I get it done, then we'll go through all of that stuff. Just look at a quick UI, which is not new. I'm still waiting, though, because you always need to give it a little bit of time, because the watches seems to take a little bit longer to come up to get to that setup screen. And I am waiting. I can see a little bit right now. It's gone black. It was whirling through it. There we go. Now I can feel that vibration, and I believe you heard a little chime there. That chime signifies that we are now on the setup screen. And remember, you got to triple tap. There's a side key there to the right of the crown, and I'm going to triple tap that. So, I felt some vibration. Let's talk back. Sound right there.
Welcome to TalkBack. When TalkBack is on,
Okay.
TalkBack is on. Finish button. Finished reviewing. You can come back to the
Okay.
finish button. Permission request. Allow Android Accessibility Suite to make. Allow button.
I think this is a little bit louder than the other one. I think the speaker's a little bit better. I'm holding it in my hand. I could be blocking that.
Allow Android Accessibility. Allow. Choose watch language button. Double tap to choose watch language. Choose your language. But English United States but Setup. Google logo image. On your phone, download and open. Companion application logo image.
Okay.
In the app, connect. Companion application logo image. In the app. Pixel Watch 430WJ.
Okay.
Help button icon.
Now
Help
I'm going to
button.
go open up the Wear OS app. I hate setting up
2:11
watches.
p.m. Device unlocked. Home.
Open Wear OS.
Close button. To turn on TalkBack on your watch, triple press the top side button. Close button. Connect button. Connecting. Pixel Watch 4 in progress. Connect prop.
Secure.
Notice. Answer. Decline. 15.
Okay, let's see.
Confirm. 176,407. Confirm. Connecting to Pixel Watch.
Oh gosh.
Decline. Battery 80%. Charging.
I hate
Notification
it when people
shade.
keep calling me. I'm trying to set up something here.
Connecting to your watch. Heading.
Continue on phone.
All right.
More options. Button.
Continue on phone. All right.
Sign into your Google account. Heading.
And now I'm going to sign into my account.
Sign into your Google account. Use Google Apps. Download new apps and use exit setup. But sign in button. Account list collapsed. Choose an account. Continue as Warren Carr button. Verify it's you. Touch the fingerprint sensor. Watch. More options button. Device setup. Signing in. Heading. Watch.
We're
New sign
signing
in on Android. Your Google account was signed in too. More options button.
And
Please carefully read the agreement to arbit.
all that agreement stuff. I'm just going to go to
More button.
more and we're
Allow.
just I'm gonna scroll to allow.
Check. More button. Out of list. Depending on which digital assistant is set as the default on your device, Google Assistant or Gemini will activate if you are an eligible user located in a supported region. You can turn off your assistant in settings. If Google Assistant is the default, you can use your voice to send texts, manage your day, and get quick answers. Just press
Okay.
More button. Out.
More.
Google collects information from the wearable device that is necessary to help detect, prevent, and respond to safety issues that might affect the wearable device and for business-critical uses such as fleet analytics. This information includes More button. You can locate your wearable device even if it's offline. Find Hub stores your wearable device's recent encrypted location with Google. It also allows you to find your wearable device using the Find Hub network. You can change your settings.
Alright.
More button. You can coming to select countries. You can message with emergency services if a satellite connection is available and there's no mobile or Wi-Fi network. Pixel Watch satellite SOS may
go to
not
the
be
next
available in
one.
all countries. I agree button. More options button. Google. Connecting. Heading. Connecting.
We're
Heading.
now connecting to the watch.
Watch. More options button.
All right.
To view your limited warranty, select the country where you bought this device. The warranty is also available in your phone settings. Go to System, then About, then Limited Warranty.
And of course, you got the different countries. So for reference, these are the countries.
Australia, but Austria, but Belgium, Dutch, Belgium, French, Belgium, German, but Canada, English, but Canada, French, button. Czechia, button. Denmark, button. Estonia, button. Finland, button. France, button. Germany, button. Hungary, button. India, button. Ireland, button. Italy, button. Japan, button. Latvia, button. Lithuania, button. Malaysia, button. Mexico, button. Netherlands, button. Norway, button. Poland, button. Portugal, button. Romania, button. Singapore, button. Slovakia, button. Slovenia, button. Spain, button. Sweden, button. Switzerland, French, button. Switzerland, German, button. Switzerland, Italian, button. Taiwan, button. United Kingdom, button. United States English, button. United States Spanish, button. Continue, button.
And those are the languages that we have. I'll now tap on continue.
Restoring your watch. Getting account info, heading. Watch. More options, button.
And here's what we got.
Checked. Left wrist, left, checkbox.
So this is where's your crown going to be facing, that kind of thing. So by default, it's the left. I'm just going to tap
Check
on
continue, button.
continue.
More
It's
options,
not on my
button.
wrist yet. All right, next we got
Set up more, button. Your watch is ready for more, heading.
so we got
Set up more, button.
set up more or
Start using your watch, button.
start using your watch, and those are found at the bottom. Let's look at what is in the setup more.
Set up more, button. More options, button.
Tapping on setting up more, we got
Welcome to your health and fitness journey, heading.
so that's the health related stuff. Let's see what else.
Track your activity, monitor your health, and find balance with Fitbit all on your watch.
Yeah, you guys know I don't do that.
Not now, button.
So I'm going to tap not now.
Loading, please wait. More options, button.
All right, next.
Get 2 years of Google Fi Watch data on us, heading.
Get 2 years of Google, Fi on us.
Power your messaging, navigation, and music on the go, and more at no extra cost.
Yeah, so I might as well get it because I got the LTE.
Texting works with your current phone number. Calling is not supported. Less than a href equals HT.
Okay,
Not now, button. Activate, button.
activate
More
it.
options, button.
I'm giving it time to activate, and then we'll see what the next page brings.
Connecting to Fi, heading.
Let's see.
Continue on phone.
All right, I heard the watch say continue on phone.
2 years of Google Fi Watch data activated, heading.
Okay,
Done, button.
I tap on done
More options, button.
and putting my finger near the top.
Get peace of mind with personal safety, heading.
All right,
Set up, button.
at the bottom there is a setup. Now you could do that. I probably am going to skip that for now.
Not now, button.
I'm going to say not now.
Not now, button.
And near the top.
Talk to your assistant, heading.
And
Set up,
definitely
button.
set up.
Google. Meet Gemini, your personal AI assistant, heading. Google terms. And the next button.
Next.
Connecting, heading. Voice match enrollment. Go hands free with Hey Google, heading.
Okay.
I agree, button. I agree, button. Voice match allows your assistant from Google, either Gemini or Google Assistant, to identify you and tell you apart from others. Google More, button. Skip, button. Note, a similar voice or recording might be able to access. I agree, button.
Tap agree there at the bottom right.
I agree, button. Google, watch. More options, button.
And now.
Set a lock for your watch, heading. On your watch, set a pin or pattern to keep it secure. This protects your data, apps, and Google Wallet and lets your watch lock automatically when you take it off your wrist.
All right, so
On your watch, set a pin or pattern to keep it secure. This protects your data, apps, and Google Wallet and lets your watch lock automatically when you take it off your wrist.
and we have these options.
Pattern. Draw a pattern to unlock.
There's a pattern
Pin. Set a 4-digit pin to unlock.
or
Not now, button.
not now. I'm going to choose the pin.
Pin. Set a 4-digit
I'm
pin
just
to unlock.
going to do like 1111 for the time being.
More options, button.
Set a pin. Settings.
And so now here my watch says set a pin. So I'm going to grab the watch. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to do 1111.
1. Button. 1. 1. 1. 1. Confirm pin. Settings. 1. Button. 1. 1. 1. 1.
All right,
Setting up.
there we go.
Settings. Success. Continue on phone.
Now I go back to the phone again. Put this one down.
Get fast, secure access to Google Wallet. Heading.
Okay.
Add card. Button. Not now. Button.
I will do it later because I don't want to waste you guys' time on this.
Not now. Button. Select apps for your watch. Heading.
We now come to selecting apps. Let's see what we got.
Not now. Button.
There's not now
Set up. Button.
and setup. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the apps available.
Google Play Store. Select apps for your watch. In list, 6 items.
6 items.
Below are a few selected apps to get you started.
Yes, usually very boring.
Preview of app icons. Apps will install when your watch is charging and connected to Wi-Fi. In list, 6 items.
And we got
Installed on your other devices. Rediscover and install apps you've used before. Checked. Checkbox. Preview
yeah,
of app
that
icons.
would be fine.
Plays top picks. Watch apps to try now. Not checked. Checkbox.
Let's just go
Preview of app
continue.
icons. +3. Not now. Button. Out. Continue. Button. Button. Disable. Watch. More options. Button.
And
Watch permissions. Heading.
we come to the watch permissions.
To get the most out of your watch, the Google Pixel Watch app needs the following permissions. You can update these permissions at any time in settings.
And here are the permissions.
Calendar.
Calendar.
Contacts. Phone and call logs. SMS. Notifications.
And that's the last one. I'll go
Next.
to
Button.
next.
Settings. Allow notification access for Google Pixel Watch.
Yeah.
The Google Pixel Watch app will be able to read all notifications, including
don't
personal
like
information such as
notifications, but
contact
of
names,
course
photos,
that's
and the
what the
text of
watch is
messages
all
you
about.
receive. This app will also be able to snooze or deny. Button. Allow. Button. Watch. More options. Button.
Okay. Now let's look at what's here on the
Almost
top.
ready. More options. Button.
Almost ready. Hard to watch. Made a sound back there. And
Ready to explore. Heading.
ready to explore. And at the bottom
Done. Button.
is the done button. All right. That's it though about the setup. But we do have
Watch connected.
and
Unlock with your watch. Set up watch unlock to conveniently unlock
Nah,
this
I'm
phone
not
while
gonna
wearing
do
your watch.
that right
Dismiss.
now.
Button. Set up.
And
Button. Watch faces. Button. Out of
we
grid
got
pager.
watch faces. I don't know if I want to do a watch face from here or on the watch itself. Let's take a look at what's here.
Modular. On watch. Button. Disable. Out of grid pager. Edit. Button.
And then we've got,
Add watch face. Button.
let's tap here and see.
Back. Button.
There we go. So we got
Flavor Preview 1 for Bold Utility. In list, 7 items. Flavor Preview 2 for Bold Utility. Flavor Preview 3 for Bold Utility. Flavor Preview 4 for Bold Utility.
so these are from left to right. They keep sliding like in a slider.
Flavor Preview 5 for Bold Utility. Flavor Preview 6 for Bold Utility. Flavor Preview 7 for Bold Utility.
I have no clue. I'm just gonna pick one at random.
Flavor Preview 6 for Bold Utility.
All right, let's take the fifth
Flavor
one.
Preview 5 for Bold Utility. Loading, please
Okay.
wait. Out of
Just
list.
for giggles.
Loading, please wait.
There we go.
Back. Button.
And under bold utilities, we got
Not selected. Moonstone. Radio button. In. Not selected. Ivy. Radio button. Not selected. Porcelain. Radio button. Not selected. Iris. Radio button.
I think I'm gonna choose the porcelain. There's lots of
Not
them.
selected. Porcelain.
Here.
Radio. Selected.
And at the bottom,
Save. Button.
save.
Added to my watch faces. View. Button. Dismiss. Button. Alert.
All right.
Back. Button.
And near the top, we've got
Back. Button. Active. Heading.
we got active.
Flavor preview 1 for active. In list, 9 items.
So that's the active one. I'm going to go back.
Back button.
There we go.
Show my devices button.
And I'm just going to close out of here.
Home.
Let's go to
Thursday,
the watch
October 9th.
itself. And I'm going to wake up the watch. Press the crown.
2:27 p.m. Enter pin to unlock. 4 button 1 button 1 1 1 1.
I think this is a whole lot better
Reasons.
than my Watch 3. The sound at least is bigger.
Hi there.
Screen off.
I'm going to
Talkback
bring up
menu.
talkback menu.
From top. Read from top. Hide screen. Talkback settings. Talkback settings. Sound and vibration. Button. Controls. Head. Customize focus. Customize gestures. Customize menus. General. Heading. Tutorial. Button. Help. Button. Advanced settings. Button. Open Talkback at the Play Store. Current Talkback version. 16.0. Button.
Let's see if it has
Double tap to
16.1.
Play Store. Android accessibility. Android accessibility. Update. Button.
There's an
Double
update.
tap.
I'm going to update it.
Cancel. Button. Double tap to activate.
That will update it to version 16.1.
Cancel. Button. Requires mobile app. Average rating 4.5. 8,721 reviews. 10 billion downloads.
That's talking about TalkBack. Okay, still updating though. So TalkBack has gone off.
Talkback on.
There we go.
Play Store.
All right,
Android accessibility
so
suite. Google LLC.
I'm going to go back.
Wear OS. Hi there. Start. Button. Let's review some navigation basics. Heading. Continue. Button. Double tap. Skip. Button.
I'm going to skip
Double tap to
this for
activate.
now.
Unread notifications. Swipe up with 2 fingers to open.
Okay.
Floors today. 0 floors.
So now I'm just going to go to,
Accessibility volume.
there we go.
Increase accessibility. Increase accessibility. Increase accessibility volume. Increase accessibility volume to 100%.
So I just swipe up and
Accessibility
down.
volume set to 100%.
Yeah,
Swipe
definitely.
up then down or swipe down then up to select a different setting.
This sounds better than, but I could turn it down a little bit.
2:37 p.m. Enter pin to unlock. 2 button 1 button 1 1 1 1. Unread notifications. Swipe up with 2 fingers to open.
I think
2:37 p.m.
max,
Unread notifications.
maximizing the
Double tap
volume
and hold to edit watch face.
has a little something like a little, I mean, not quite a crackle, but
Floors today. 0 floors.
can you hear?
2:38 p.m. Unread notifications.
Yeah, a little bit.
Double
So
tap and
it's
hold
not
to
good
edit watch
to
face.
max the volume. So I'm gonna
Scroll. Accessibility volume.
turn
Swipe
it down.
up or swipe down to adjust the setting. Decrease accessibility volume to 93%. Decrease accessibility volume to 86%.
There we go.
Accessibility volume set to 86%. Swipe up then down or swipe down then up to select a different setting.
All right, so that's it. Let's go to the. Oh, it's timing me out really quick.
2:38 p.m. 1 button 1 1 1 1. Unread
Okay.
notifications. Swipe
Now
up with
let's
2
go
fingers to
to
open.
system settings and see what we got, which I believe is the same thing.
Quick settings. Press power button or scroll up to return to watch face. Phone connected. Open settings. Settings. Heading.
Here we are in settings, and like I said, we got
Connectivity. Display. Gestures. Apps and notification. Modes. Google. Sound. Vibration. Battery. General. Health Pro. Location. Safety and accessibility. Security. Passwords. System.
That would be that quick unboxing of the Pixel Watch 4. And if need be, I could do a quick review sometime. But for today, I thought we'll just have the quick unboxing and then a quick tour of the UI. Remember, if you're a TalkBack user, just use your gestures, just scrubbing up and down to get to the granularities, or you just swipe down and curve to the right, just like we usually do with one finger, and that would bring up the TalkBack menu. And with that, though, I come to the end of this unboxing. As always, thank you so much for listening. And if you like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until we see you in the next unboxing, who knows what that may be. Have a great one. Well, there it is, folks. That's the unboxing, the quick unboxing of the Pixel Watch 4. Let's talk about it. It depends on who you're talking to. I think the design is different from what it is last year, or from the original one to the third Pixel Watch. It still retains that dome feel and all of that. I think the monumental change is the ability to charge it on its side instead of that little circular thing you put at the bottom of the watch. And then also you got that fact that it can be repaired, because the previous watches, there was no repairability because you couldn't take it apart, but this one now you can. And so I think it's a major step forward from Google, making it easier for people that maybe something happened and you have to kind of have some part replaced. That would come in handy to fix what is missing. Maybe you cracked the glass or something stupid happened, or you want to change the battery.
Yeah, I think the battery is what I was going to say is probably the most important thing, because, if you wear this watch every day and you're constantly charging it, it's going to wear down over time.
Yeah, so after I got it, then I got the update, the Wear OS 6 that Google pushed out, and that was there. Now, see, here's the funny thing that happened to me after I updated to the Wear OS 6. For some reason, I tap on something, it's not activating. I have to do a few taps and all of that. So what I decided to do was to reset the watch, and after I did that, it was smooth sailing thereafter. So if that happens to you, do what I did. But I don't know what the problem was. It just would take like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 taps before I activate something. And I was kind of getting a little bit frustrated. Listening to my unboxing, also, that little bit of a crackle in the volume when I turn it up to the maximum, I noticed that after updating it to Wear OS 6, that problem wasn't there. So another thing to be sure to update as soon as you get the update.
Yeah, sometimes things can go weird with updates. So I haven't got it Wear OS 6 yet on my Galaxy Watch, but somebody who has got it, it kind of messed with their complications to where like TalkBack was no longer reading the data, and what they actually had to do, they didn't I guess resetting their whole watch would have done it, but what they had to do was go change their watch face to something different and then change it back, and then everything was working fine. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen when you get an update.
Yeah, updates, as good as they are, John, like you said one time, who cares about updates, right? As good as they are, yet in the same breath, they have the capability of messing up things, unexpectedly, something that you have working, and all of a sudden that is not working anymore for some reason. It gets very frustrating. Here you are looking forward to having some new UI changes, or maybe it's bringing some new features that you didn't have in the old OS iteration, and the new guy comes in and what you are familiar with is no longer working, or something to that effect. I think it could frustrate anyone, but here's why my doctrine of resetting is always the way to go. I would have been so pissed off with this, excuse my Espanol there, with this watch, to where I was ready to throw it out the window. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me go ahead and reset the watch. And I did reset it back to factory defaults. And sure enough, everything was working fine. The one thing that I'm kind of a little bit upset about is the inability, though, to make us change the voice. How is it that they only want us to use a woman's voice? Some of us want some other voices, and probably that contributes to me not wearing that thing all the time, or wearing it because I want to change the voice to something else.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not. This might put salt in the wound, but you know that special version of Google TTS that's on the Pixel Watch, that is also on Galaxy Watches, and you can change the voice on Galaxy Watch. I think there's 7 different voices to choose from. So the Galaxy Watch, I mean, by default, it comes with Samsung TTS activated, but you can change to Google TTS, and you can select the voice you want as well.
Now that's making me angry because I looked everywhere. I couldn't find where to change the voice because I wanted to
Did you
change
do it
to
on
something
the
else.
watch settings, or did you do it from the Pixel Watch app settings?
No, I was doing it on the watch itself. Maybe I should try it from
Okay.
the app, right? On the Samsung one,
Well,
is it doable from the watch, or does one need to use the
I
app?
asked because for the Samsung version, it's not in the app. When you're going through the watch settings on the app, you have to actually do it from the watch. So if you were trying it from the watch and couldn't find it, you might not be able to do it.
Yeah, so why did they give it to Samsung and not us? Or maybe Samsung. You know, Samsung, here, say whatever you want to say about Samsung. And yeah, I know people like to give Samsung a grief and all of that good stuff. But frankly, there are things they do that's very good, to be honest. There's no reason why we can't change voices, especially if it's based on the Google TTS, in as much as we're able to change our voices on the phones. We should be able to change these voices on the watch as well. So I'm kind of a little bit perturbed when we're unable to change the voices on the watch. It's absolutely stupid. Whoever is doing this, listen, my man, or listen, my gal, fix that crap, shall we? This is not doing it. It's stupid. Blind people are tired of this nonsense. I'm sorry, guys, but it's kind of a little bit pissing me off. Excuse my rant, and that's my rant.
So Ed wanted me to ask you something. Okay, not really, but I wanted to ask you something. Your phone kept going off during this demo. Which floozy was calling you?
Damn it. John, you're putting me on the spot. I thought that you and I are friends. No?
Like I said, Ed may or may not have put me up to that, depending on how much trouble I get in.
Yeah, but you and I are friends, right? We'll just leave that
Yeah,
to
of
the
course we are.
side, right? We'll leave that. I could lie to you and say someone else, but yeah, it was some, like Ed called them, a floozy, from an old flame. So we'll leave it there. It's just one of those things. John.
I just want to
Oh,
thank
boy.
John very much.
It was Karen calling me. You guys want me to be honest. But I didn't want to answer.
If I was the person who was calling you, you would have answered immediately.
Yeah, you would have stopped the
Yeah,
recording. And
you got me on that one. Yeah, so I lied. Yeah, so but that's the watch though, guys. And actually the speaker sounds better. It seems to me like the speaker is better, and even the speech is better than what we had the last previous watches. It was just horrendous, and this one's actually sounding a tad better to me, at least to my ears. You could raise up the volume, and also don't forget, you could always change those gestures. I know we don't have too many gestures, but you could even change certain gestures that they are finding it hard to perform, most especially the angular gestures. If they're not working well for you, change them to the tabs, because lots of those things are unassigned, so you could change it to whatever you want. We just have a few of them, so be wise in what you choose as your gestures.
so let's take a bet. How long until this Pixel Watch ends up back in the drawer with the other Pixel Watch?
Well, you are right. It's sitting in the drawer, but I'm gonna.
You don't
take
even have it
out.
on today, and you
No,
just
I
got
don't.
it yesterday or 2
That's-
days ago.
I got it on Thursday. Yeah, it is sitting in the drawer, but I'm gonna try to use it this time.
You know what? Use it with Gemini. Use Gemini on there, and then when you realize how easy it is just to have Gemini on your wrist, you'll want to wear it every day for no other reason than that. And then
And you
you'll
know
just get the benefits of like the step tracking and all that on top of it.
Exactly. And you know, another thing I like is that if I have it, I don't have to be trying to unlock my phone with whatever. Unlocking process is just right there as well. And so I'm going to use it, but maybe I'm not going to take it to the Apple Press, maybe when I come back.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and certain things you can just do so quickly, like, just say, send a message to my wife saying, whatever, and then you're done. You don't have to take it out of your pocket or anything, and it'll just text her,
Bring pizza home. That's what I
Exactly.
told you on Thursday. I said, bring pizza home. And sure enough, she brought me my pizza, the one that I like. So yeah, definitely. I want to be using it. I promised myself I'm going to use it. The man that made me to start using or think about using it is you, John, because I like the stuff you are doing with yours, and I'm going to try to use mine. I want to change the band, though. I want the metallic band. I don't like the silicone bands. It makes it look like a toy watch to me. Probably that's why I'm not using it, because of the bands. I hate those silicone bands. It's absolutely stupid. You buy something very expensive and you have like a childish looking toy watch on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I prefer them. I mean, because I don't. Now, having said that, I didn't use the one that came with my Galaxy Watch, but I did buy a different silicone band because it's just like I wear mine a lot when I'm working out, and I don't want to get the band messed up. So that's the main reason for me. But yeah, it would be nicer if it came with like leather or something, or fake leather or whatever they're calling it these days, vegan leather.
Yeah, so I like the chain links, like the traditional watches, and that's why I used to like the one that went away. What was that thing? That brand? I can't even remember. I have an old one from them sitting in my drawer, a big
Awesome.
watch. Fossil. There you go. I like the metallic bands that came with those watches, and I bought one, believe it or not, for my Pixel Watch 2, and I think I traded that in for my Watch 3, and the band is sitting in my drawer. Maybe we'll do it as a giveaway for anyone who wants it, or something stupid like that. But anyway, that's another thing. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like wearing my watch, is because I see that silicone band as a very toyish child play kind of thing. It just, I guess I'm used to the old traditional watches with their own bands that I used to like, nice golden bands or silver bands, nice looking stuff. Other than this, silicone thing, I just never cotton to that, so to speak.
Yeah, I have too much arm hair for those fancy metal watches. It's always getting caught.
Yeah, I think I'm still from that old school. It's hard to let old habits die. I like that feel of a metallic thing. Premium stuff. Don't give me child stuff. But so I'm going to try to see if I could find one either on Amazon or whatever and slap it on. Coming up is our Tip of the Week segment. This is a segment where we show you a trick or two on how to use a certain feature on your phone or any given app. If you have a tip that you would like to share with our listeners, feel free to send us such a tip to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now for this week's episode, here's your Tip of the Week. Let's now move on to the last segment, and that's the Tip of the Week. And this week we're talking about using the scanning feature found in the GBoard. Here's a little demonstration on how to go about activating the scanning feature found in GBoard. Hi, Warren here for Blind Android Users Podcast. For episode 253, Tip of the Week, this is demonstrating how to use the scanning feature found in GBoard. For today's demonstration, I'm utilizing my Galaxy S23 Plus running One UI 8. Yes, indeed, I finally got the One UI 8 on this Galaxy S23 Plus, which is the equivalent of Android 16. For Android accessibility, this is version 16.0. In order to be able to use the scanning feature found in GBoard, one needs to tap on Open Features and then tap on Scan. I will navigate to Keep Notes, for example, and from here, I will go into the features of GBoard. Open Keep Notes.
Just a sec. Keep Notes. Open navigation drawer. Button.
I am in Keep Notes and I'm going to go into Add New Text.
Create a note. Button. Close.
Here we are in Create a Note and I'm going to tap on Create New Note.
New text note. Button. Note opened. Showing English, US, QWERTY. Navigate up, note title, note, help me create a list.
So what we want to do here is to find that open feature found above the letter Q.
Open features menu.
When you tap on Open Features menu, there are rows of items in here. The last row at the bottom has the scanning feature. I'm going to put my finger down around the last part of the rows and find the scan.
Scan text with OCR.
Here's Scan Text with OCR.
Take picture. But take a photo of words to scan.
If you haven't used it before, it will ask you to allow access to your camera. I will now move on to a little piece of text that I just printed out and I will scan it. I do want to mention here in passing, however, that it doesn't have a guidance feature, so it's not going to be able to guide you. This is intended for those quick moments that you have something handy that you just want to scan. Maybe you're typing something or sending someone a message and there's a piece of paper with some information that you want to give to them. For example, you are in Telegram and you want to attach something or you want to scan some text to someone. You could just tap that and then tap on Take Picture. I'll now move on to that piece of text and see what we can get.
Take picture. Hello and welcome to the Blind Android Users Podcast.
There's what I just captured. Now, if you move your finger to the right, this is at the bottom, and to the right is an insert.
Insert. Insert text.
And I'm going to try to read it.
Editing. Hello and welcome to the Blind Android Users Podcast. October 25th, 2025. We would like to invite you to our fourth and final open listener session of 2025. Plan on joining us and get to ask these developers some of your questions. Edit box.
And that's what it is. There are some few errors in there because I typed this. I think it skipped something, but that would happen now and then. As I indicated, though, this is not a good solution, but just a quick solution in the event that you want something handy and it's right there. You could use that. And that concludes this week's Tip of the Week. And as always, if you like what we're doing, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening.
So thank you for demonstrating the feature. However, it looks like the feature is geo-restricted, like the Google features, like whatever, Google is used to doing this. So I'm not surprised. So I tried it on my phone using the latest beta of GBoard. I couldn't find anything related to scanning in the features. So I don't know why they decided that it should be only available in certain countries, But yeah, I will just check later and see if it'll reach my device. But for now, it's not there. So if you try to find it and you don't just you have to know that it's a Google feature. So you just should expect that it could be not in your country.
But that's kind of strange, though. This is why I decided to do it on a Samsung device, because I didn't want to do it on my Pixel, which may seem kind of maybe exclusive to the Pixel phones. But it was there on my Galaxy S23 Plus as well as on my Pixel 10 Pro XL. So I'm kind of surprised, though, because it's just part of the Google GBoard feature. And I'm surprised are you sure, though, Karen, you checked through all of it and you didn't find it? You maybe now that you have the One UI, you need to look again, because that's it with my One UI 8 on my S23 Plus.
In fact, when you did the demonstration, I was already on One UI 8. So I tried with One UI 8, and actually, the bottom row doesn't have anything except the translation. So I don't know what's the point, but actually, I'm not surprised. To
Are
be
you
really
sure you're
honest.
using the GBoard? Because you should at least have in there things like translate, text editing.
Yeah,
What
I
else
mean,
is there, John?
the
You know,
bottom
there are a bunch
row.
of stuff in there.
Yeah,
So when you
they're
tap on open the menu or feature menu, it's a whole page. It has
yeah,
lots of
indeed.
stuff there.
I mean the bottom row. Actually, you have the text editing, you have the clipboard, you have actually, yeah, those are the floating, the one-handed mode. But
Yeah,
the one,
exactly. The
yeah,
one
the one
missing
at the
one is
bottom
the
is the
scanning.
translation. No scanning.
Maybe yours is somewhere in the middle. You may have to look again.
I'll try again, but I tried actually. I tried with TalkBack, but nothing.
Yeah, this is with TalkBack, but I don't think TalkBack matters whether one is using some other screen reader like Joshua or the Prudence or whatever. I don't think it would matter necessarily, because it's not coming from the screen reader, it's from GBoard, right?
Yeah, but it's slightly problematic sometimes when you try to activate these features with Joshua, because sometimes it just activates the feature when you're exploring the screen. So instead of focusing on exploring the features, you end up just going back to the list of features after you activate a certain feature unintentionally. Saleh, do you have the feature?
I'm not using GBoard.
Are you using Samsung keyboard?
Yeah, I'm Samsung and Braille keyboard.
I forgot that you use Braille keyboard.
Yeah.
All good things must end. Thus, it's curtain drawing time, bringing us to the close of this week's episode. Coming up, though, we give you information on how to get hold of us. Well, folks, with Sally not using the GBoard, though, we come to the end of this week's episode. As always, we look forward to hearing from you as to how we're doing. And here's John now to give you information on how you can get hold of us.
To contact us, simply send an email to contactus@blindandroidusers.com. If you'd prefer, you can leave a voicemail by calling +1 307 202 9797. You can join our mailing list by sending a blank email to blindandroidusers+subscribe@groups.io. You can join our Facebook and Telegram groups or subscribe to our YouTube channel using the links in the podcast show notes or YouTube video description. And you can find all of this information and more at our website, blindandroidusers.com.
Thank you so much, John, for that information. And with that, folks, we come to the end of this week's episode. Looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Remember, we have that open listener session coming up on the 25th. We're looking forward to seeing you guys, but we'll be seeing you here again next week. Before that, until then, I want to say cheerio, goodbye, and keep them home fires burning.
Have a great week. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. Have a good week.
Goodbye, folks. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Blind Android Users Podcast. Until we see you next week, don't forget to leave us your comments and suggestions via our email contact or using any of our social media sites. Have a great week.